The one and only, our track record door card holder, Hank Stubbs, all the way from Alabama. He ran a 377 last year with us in the heat of the day and humid. And we're going to have a nice day on Friday, and hopefully we can see some 360s this year. So we're looking for a good time on Friday for our first round of qualifying round 1 and 2 on Fridays.
Well, Hank, welcome to the Edgewater Race Report. He said the record holder, the man, literally the man to beat at Edgewater.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all having me. I want to give all the glory of this interview to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, first off. Without him, I'm nothing. And, man, you guys talking about 360s. I think you may be better than that. You got some heavy hitters tonight.
All right. Hopefully it's track's going to be good, and hopefully we get things just right for you guys. Have the right amount of wheel spin at the starting line this year, and that transition around 3:30. Make sure that's good. We've got all of our ducks in order for a good track and some fast times this weekend.
Yeah, man. The exciting thing about us coming up there to race with you guys is y'all bring the fans. That's kind of a lost art in pro modified racing. We don't get to race in front of a lot of faces anymore. And we were there last year, man. Friday night was a packed house. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, I know Cincinnati loves you guys, and so many people are excited to see you guys come back, especially this field this year. We probably going to have at least 20 guys for the field this year, and it's going to be some exciting racing and great time for everybody.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, man.
Well, Hank, you mentioned, being in front of the fans and having, just that extra adrenaline rush when you're out there on the track. You go up and down our schedule. This is one of those where there is a tremendous buzz about, just not, the other racers, but the spectators. Everyone's talking about this winter of the Pro Mods coming back. They are extra excited for you guys.
Yeah, man, it's really a good deal for us. I mean, we got in this because we're show-offs. We like to do big, long burnouts and, rip up and down the track. But to do it with nobody in the fans is really kind of a mute point. It's not fun for us. So when we got the fans packed full of people, guys are willing to let it all hang out.
Yeah, that energy means a lot when you're racing.
Yeah, it makes it a lot more fun for us.
Now Hank, you're coming from Alabama. With the rest of this group, I'm saying, is this a wide traveling group? You guys come from, from all areas to get together for these things?
Yeah, I mean, there's guys from Texas that race with us. Bubba Stanton's from Mississippi. I think, y'all got Jason Hamster coming. I think he's coming from Indiana. I saw where Chip King may be coming. He's from the Carolinas. So this outlaw group, when you pay big money like this, you're able to have people come from anywhere to race for this kind of money and at free entry fees. Really, you're liable to have anybody show up from anywhere.
Now, you've got the 2 days that you guys are coming in here. You got the first 2 rounds Friday night, which are a part of another incredible event. So I think you both kind of piggyback on each other with Cincy Street Nights, which is already bringing the party atmosphere. And you guys are kind of the cherry on top of that. What is kind of the mindset with the 2-day split up here?
So it was something different for us last year. We really didn't expect to have the little race inside of a race deal, something we didn't know when we got there. Kind of showed up. It was like, hey, man, you guys can race the Cincinnati Street Nights. It's free for you to get in. Your qualifying round shots as a race. And for guys that are looking for some extra passes, some extra test passes, it's really a good deal. And it's exciting. We get to race against you guys. Had a bunch of street outlaw guys there last year. So we always kind of get talked about we're not as good as the street outlaw guys because we're not on TV or whatever. They have a big fan base, and anytime you have a big fan base, there's always a lot of jawing back and forth. So for us to get to race with those guys, that's a cool deal.
And tell those guys to bring it on, right?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll race anybody, anywhere, on any road.
See, and you could feel that from the stands as well. And there's just a little extra on the line. I'm glad you mentioned. I was just going to ask you, is there any kind of rivalry and all that? So even with, the other divisions there, what are some of the big rivalries we can look for just with you guys with the Pro Mods? I mean, who are some of the top dogs to watch out for? Maybe the long shots?
Yeah, I think I'm the long shot. I'm probably the lowest budgeted guy out there, but we run good. We try to stay competitive. Obviously, Bubba Stanton coming. He's probably the heaviest hitter in Outlaw Pro Mod right now. He's been racing guys like Stevie Fast Jackson and the guys from Canada. He's got a big grudge race with them at the end of the year at our Texas race. So he's probably the heaviest hitter in Outlaw Pro Mod right now. But you got some other guys. Like I heard Chip King was coming out of the Carolinas, and man, that's a big NHRA caliber team. I mean, big money behind them. They got a bunch of brain trust, a couple of tuners. Jason Hamster is always a contender. He's really, really fast. I think you'll have several guys there that are going to be front runners, and there's always some rivalry. Me and Bubba Jaw back and forth. We're good friends, but we like to race each other, so it ought to be fun.
That is awesome. So again, you're coming from Alabama here. You said you're all these different spots of people are coming in. What is kind of your schedule like on a weekly basis for the season?
So for this year, we're running a little different. We're not running a particular series. Our local track to us is about 2.5 hours in South Alabama. It's called Montgomery Motorsports Park. Actually, I take that back. Capital City Motorsports Park now. They put on a 5-race deal for us, same as Rob's deals, $10,000 to win, free entry fee. So we're committed to those 5 races. We're going to run the 3 races with you guys at Edgewater that pay $10,000, and then we're going to Texas at the end of the year to race on a Tuesday for $50,000 in Texas. So that's really all we're doing is the big payout free entry fee races this year.
Hey,
and that's our goal. My goal to get up to that big payout someday. Hopefully, we can work on something big like that for next year as well.
Yeah, man, it's really a good deal. That deal in Texas, we ran it last year. It paid $25,000 to win. They do it on the same week as the NHRA race, and it's a lot of fun for us. Kind of odd to race on a Tuesday, but it's a lot of fun. And there's so many fans there because the NHRA is, a week-long deal. So it's really a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Just the wrestling nerd. I mean, when you say a Tuesday in Texas, that's when The Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan for the title. Tuesday in Texas was the name of that pay-per-view. Hey, so let's you're coming up on 1 year. We'd mentioned the record holder for the door cars at Edgewater. Take us back to that moment. Just let us relive it through your memories, through the eyes behind the wheel there.
So really, that was kind of a weird deal for us. We didn't run good leading up to that Friday night. We never made a good pass. I think we pedaled 91 or something. Heat of the day, the track actually got a little slicker, which was more my conditions. I'm an outlaw racer, so I'm used to running on, I don't want to say junk tracks, but slicker tracks. I really wasn't prepared to come up there and it be radio prepped, which I like it now. I've kind of gotten used to it racing in Texas. But yeah, we just rolled it out of the trailer, had a little bit of wheel speed early. We were testing a brand new motor to us. It was the 3rd pass ever on the motor, and it set the record there. And from that pass, we've just gotten faster. So a 77 at that time. The next weekend, I went 75. The end of the year in Texas, I went 66. Then 2 weeks ago in Montgomery, I went 63. So we just keep getting faster off of that momentum.
I see a 50 coming. I see it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping so. I'm working hard for it. We've took 140 pounds out of the car since we set the record at your track. We've hopped the motor up a little bit more, so we're working hard to get in the 350s.
Now, Rob, I want to ask you real quick before we kind of move there. What was your feeling, Rob, when you saw the record happen there?
I was jacked up about it. I love fast cars, just being around this my entire life, and it's great to see, a door car running that fast. These guys are running faster than Top Fuel did not many years ago. It's very impressive to watch.
That is so. Hank, who made you aware? I mean, when did it really set?
To be honest with you, I left the track without knowing that I set the record. We went 77. Somebody had told me the record there was 73. So we didn't think we broke the track record. We got home, and I think Rob actually called me. He was like, hey, man, we look back through the records. The 77 flat is it. That's the track record. So it took us almost a week to get the news that we had even set the track record.
Yep.
Now, do you have any, say colleagues, but your competitors, they're saying, hey, we're coming for that record this year? I'm sure everyone's going to be eyeing it each and every time, especially when you're out there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bubba Stanton is the guy. He's the track record setter all over the place. So he's kind of every time I set one, he tends to break it. Last weekend in Montgomery, or a couple of weeks ago in Montgomery, when I went 63, Bubba rolled out in the heat of the day and went 55 at 216 and took my track record from me. So he'll be shooting for it, I promise.
Now, Rob, you were going to ask there before I cut you off on that.
Hank, I was curious, with all the options you have as far as setups with transmission, engine, fuel management, why did you choose what you chose?
To be honest with you, it's because I'm not very smart and I don't have a lot of money. So I choose the simplest thing for a redneck to work on, produce the most amount of horsepower. So I grew up a blown alcohol guy. When
Okay.
everybody else my age was working on turbo crap and fuel injected, I wasn't smart enough to figure any of that out. So I bought me a big block Chevrolet and stuck a blower on top of it, started out running folks, and it's just kind of grown from there.
Good deal.
That is awesome. Look at we've got the Pro Mods. They're going to be a part of the Friday festivities along with Cincinnati Street Nights, and then they're coming back where you guys kind of take the full spotlight on Saturday. Along, well, we got the brackets also there, but that main event, that marquee, the Pro Mods, where you guys are going to be running for your final. Hank, are you on your way to Cincinnati now?
No, not yet. I'm actually at work. You can see the tools behind me. I'm on the tool truck, still trying to make a living. We're going to leave early Friday morning. My crew guys all work day jobs. I work a day job. We're a budget team. So we'll leave early Friday morning when everybody's gets off the night shift, guys. I got a couple of guys that work night shift. When they get off early, we're going to leave and be headed up there, be there by lunchtime Friday.
So you're heading to Skyline or one of our chili parlors?
Yeah, that's right.
So how many roll with you with the crew? I mean, do the family come? Is this like a big caravan?
100% a family deal for me. So my dad races with me all the time. Normally my mom goes to all the events, my wife and son. This one being such a long way away, my wife and son have decided to opt out, and my mom's going to the beach. So it'll be me, my dad, and I got a couple of crew guys coming with me.
We got a beach at Edgewater. It's in the name. We're on the edge of the water.
Yeah, exactly. I think I got some pictures of last year. Your boy crawling in and out of your car is pretty cool.
Yeah, he has a good time when he goes. He really enjoys it.
Now we always get questions, from the fans that are there. Is the group, are they welcome? Can the fans come, hang out, ask you guys questions, check out the cars?
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and do a call out right now. My car will have the most foot traffic of kids in it throughout the weekend, guaranteed. I'll beat Bubba Stanton at that. I'll beat Jason Hamster, any of those guys. I'm going to have the most kids in my driver's seat taking pictures this weekend.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
another record coming to Edgewater.
I've been a kid myself at the racetrack. I know what it's like getting to sit in one of those things, kind of experience what we go through. Guys are welcome to come watch us work on the car between rounds. That's what we're there for, man. We're all about the fans.